Great. We just have a couple of questions for you. As you know, we have our Twitter site at 50 Shades Source, and we cover all the breaking news on 50 Shades of Grey casting for the movie. We have a couple of riehards on our Twitter who are looking forward to seeing
Quite
you.
a couple of riehards.
So we just wanted to bring them a little something from you.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. So, we understand that you made your debut in movies this summer in Step Up Revolution. So we want to know, how has your experience been in being such, a lead part in a popular franchise like that?
It's been a kind of a crazy ride, actually. I didn't expect all the fan adoration, I guess, that I got from, the little girls or, it's been fun. I've been traveling around the world promoting the movie, Amsterdam, Canada, and now going to Italy. So, a little different from my MMA life, obviously. So, I've just been having fun with it.
Now you're going to Italy this coming week?
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, I'm going with Catherine and her mom, and actually I'm bringing my mom too, because the one place she's always wanted to go, but she's never been able to go. So.
Oh,
Now,
awesome! That's great. That's great. Now, there have been some reports that you've expressed an interest in playing Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. How is it that you first came to learn about this role? Have you read the books? Is it something you learned from word of mouth?
Yeah, it's something I learned from my friends, actually. A couple of my friends, actually some of the dancers, they were reading the book 50 Shades, and they kept on talking about this Christian Grey guy, and they kept on saying my name, and it got me really interested. So I started, Googling it a little bit and getting on Wikipedia and looking at the character description and all this, and actually started getting really, really intrigued with it. And then I realized how big of a book it was and how well it was doing. So, it seems like a really fun character to play. It's kind of a little different from Step Up, which I really like. So.
Well, I read reports that you would like to play in a Guy Ritchie film because it's very gritty and it's got a lot of action. Of course, 50 Shades of Grey is gritty and it has a lot of different kinds of action. So, what is it about this part that's drawing you in?
I think it's because it's something not really like myself. So I always want to play new characters that are not like Ryan, kind of venture out. That's the whole point of acting. I mean, doing things that you don't normally do in real life. So a dominant man / sex addict / very in charge of his own life, sounds really interesting to play. So
dominant.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this film is being dubbed as an erotic movie. The film company hasn't determined if it's going to be an R or an NC rating at this point. Are you comfortable with playing this role where depictions of nudity are going to be a major necessity of the role?
If people are comfortable seeing me nude, then,
I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem as long as it's artistic and feeds the story and the plot of the movie. I had no problem being nude. I mean, you had to do it sometimes when I was modeling, so it's just part of the game.
Okay. Now, Christian Grey initially is portrayed as not a hearts and flowers kind of guy or a romantic. Are you a romantic?
Yeah, I'm certainly a romantic. I like to wine and dine, whoever I'm talking to at the time. So, it'd be definitely interesting playing Christian, where it's just straight to the business. I mean, he knows what he wants, and he's going to tell you what he wants, and he gets what he wants.
Yes. Now, the chemistry that you had with Catherine in Step Up Revolution obviously was there immediately when you auditioned for the role. Now, how important do you think that the on-screen chemistry is going to be in this film with the female lead?
It has to be there. Fans will pick up on it right away. So whoever the two leads are, they definitely have to find that chemistry within the weeks prior to making the movie, or else the movie will definitely suffer. So, and I think that's evident in any kind of movie, whether it be like Twilight, where Robert Pattinson and they had their like relationship. So people loved seeing, the characters have an onset kind of relationship and an offset kind of relationship.
Okay. Now there have been several female actresses that seem to be vying for the position and have been named for the position. Alexis Bledel seems to be a fan favorite at this point. Emma Watson, and there's been several others. If you were to obtain the part of Christian Grey, who would you like to see maybe as your opposite, as Anastasia Steele?
Emma Watson actually is not too bad.
Be honest with us.
I wouldn't go wrong with that one.
Did you have a crush on? Come on.
One that hasn't been named? I don't know, actually. I feel like whoever they pick, I'll trust that, and I know they're not going to pick anybody they don't really believe in. And come on, I'm sure they're not going to pick anybody, that's really hurting with the looks department.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll have no problem with whoever they pick.
Now, have you been approached by anyone from the studio or any of the producers at this point?
Actually, they're still kind of getting a script out together and picking up a director. So right now it's just kind of, top 5 guys, who would you guys think would be the best Christian Grey? And it's kind of going by word of mouth. And I think that's going to actually play a really big part in whoever gets the character. So, and you keep on hearing Ryan Gosling or Matt Bomer or
Ian Somerhalder,
guy Ryan Guzman. I don't know who knows.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Some of our followers have mentioned you for the role of Jose Rodriguez in the film. Would that be something that you would consider if the producers were to approach you and say, hey, look, Ryan, we'd like you to play Jose Rodriguez in this movie? Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't turn it down for sure. I haven't really done too much research on the Jose character, but if Christian was already taken, I would love to be a part of the whole franchise, if it gets extended to the next 3 or the other 2 books. I'd love to be a part of it, so who knows. Jose, I've played a Latin person in every single movie I've done now so far. This one I just finished, I was a Spaniard. The one before that, I was apparently Cuban. So.
And you're doing Birds of Paradise right now with Daphne Zuniga?
Yeah, and then Francia Reza. So we actually just wrapped yesterday, and it was a farewell to a month-and-a-half long process of, getting to know each other, and we had a lot of fun, filming that one. It was a romantic kind of drama movie, so I can't wait to see it.
Awesome. And what do you have coming up next?
Besides Italy, I think as soon as I get back, I'm actually in talks with another director and another producer about doing a second or a third film. I can't really tell you what the title is, but it shoots on October 9th, and I should be talking to the director today, actually, see if I'm actually going through with it.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Staying busy. You got to stay busy out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're really quiet.
Well, is there anything else you want to say to your riehards? Because they're dying to hear from you.
Oh, I love all of them, actually. They're some of the most passionate people, the most artistic people. I've gotten some crazy drawings.
Right, we saw the fan art. That was really awesome.
I didn't know that they could do that. I'm actually a big drawer myself, too, so I really appreciate art in all forms. So I love all my riehards out there. Thank you for supporting me from day one, and I can't wait to make more movies for you guys.
And we can't wait to see them.
Yeah, we can't wait to see them. Well, thank you for joining us, Ryan.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
Bye.